they just do that habitually. Yeah. So can I explain it to them? Hi.
Remember the nice lady?
Hi. What are you doing? No. Get out of my space. Get out of my space. Good boy. Back. Still talking to you. Back. Good job. Good. So I'm going to point back that way, and I'm going to say, hey, you see I have a little support here. I need you to turn your nose. Yep, you're right. So he's thinking right now. So I want to help him. Yes. I want you to turn your neck. I'm just going to kind of help keep his window open a little bit. Good. You're right. That's so smart. Yes. So I'm going to say, turn your nose. Yes. Good. Good boy. Now, because he has a habit of going forward, I'm going to reward him just turning his nose. Say, that's the right page. We've gotten on the right page. Now we're going to read down the paragraphs. Good job. So, don't come forward. Don't come forward. So the wrong answer is uncomfortable. That wasn't what I asked for. Nope, the wrong answer is uncomfortable. Nope, don't go forward. Now, follow what I'm telling you. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yes. Follow your nose. Look. Where's your nose need to go? I see you. No. Wrong answer. Good. I'm just going to ask him to keep thinking. He's chosen to there. Good. Now. Yes. Yes. Nope. Yes. There you go. I'm just trying to keep him from thinking forward right now, so that's why I'm wiggling at the same time. I'm just trying to help him not to go forward. I need him to think he's supposed to rock back and go behind him. Almost like I want him to turn on the haunches. I'm going to say, keep telling him, hey, come on, think. Nope, you're okay, but you need to think. I know you're a good thinker. You got this. So I just got to get in his nose a little bit, so to speak. Say, hey, go that way. Yep. Nope. Yep. There you go. You got it. Good. That was the right thought. So with him, it was a baby step. That's okay. I'm going to ask him again. I'm going to wake him up a little bit and say, where's your nose need to go? Pay attention to your nose, yes? Pay attention to your nose, yes? Yep, you're right. There you go. I'm just going to follow him because I want him to get it. I've been wanting him to lean back more than come forward, so I'm just going to stay with him until he figures out where I'm trying to ask him to go. There you go. You got it. Good. That was it. Good. Yep. So I'm going to ask him to back up again. Back. I know you know this, so come on. Back. Good job. So again, I'm going to tell him I need you to point your nose that way. Yep. You're right. I'm going to help him again. Yep. There you go. You got it. Good job. Good. Now, a lot of thought. Did you see how much he was thinking? That's so cool. That was so cool. You were thinking so hard.
You're talking about the ears, right?
The hesitation in his steps, I call them thoughtful steps. Every step he was like, this is what you're trying to tell me to do. So every step he took, he thought through, which is so cool. Yes, you are a very smart guy. He's not worried about being made wrong. Back. No, back. Yes, back. Yes, back. Yes, back. No, come on. I'm still telling you. Haven't stopped. Yep, keep going. Good. Yep, you got this. Good. So we were asking him to go this way, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to ask him to go this way, but now I've got that obstacle in his way, so he has to really follow my instructions. It's kind of, let's go, boy. Wait. Oh, okay, sorry. Back. No. Good. had this. No, don't just automatically. So his body started to do something before his brain did. See how his body got involved way before his brain got involved? So he was just gonna walk forward. Just gonna help him put his brain on it. There you go. Yep. There you go. Good. Good. Good boy. Good. Good boy. I know. He's like, remember you wanted my head down last time. Okay. So I'm going to have you do the other direction. So we've got the one direction. Now we need the other direction. Yes. So you're going to point back to the camera. And in his case, yep, so the wrong answer is uncomfortable. And I only use go cues for forward. So I wouldn't cluck if I'm wanting him to go backwards. Yes. Good. Good. Now we're going to change hands. Yep. We're going to point at least to the camera. Yeah. Yep. If you have to, you can reach out and just give him a little tap in the right direction with your hand, but don't change anything else. Yep. Yep. There he goes. Good. Yep. Yep. Okay, wrong answer. So all you're going to do is you're just going to help him through it because he's gotten the wrong answer, but he's not really wrong for it. He just tried a different answer. So if he looks like he's going to lean forward, you're going to want to interrupt it so you can make sure that you can help him before he makes the mistake so that he doesn't have to feel wrong. Yep. Go ahead and give him a little push with your hand on his nose and say, I need you to go that way. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. I know, I'm talking to you. Yeah, good, good. Now give him a go cue. There, you got it. Good, stop, 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 stop. Good. So we got to do it one step at a time. Good job. And he was actually quite proud of himself because he stayed very alert about it. He didn't disappear. Good job. Out of your space. Good. Yes. Good. Good. Now you can ask him to go even. So just tell him to follow. Good. Good. Good boy. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and ask him to keep going around if you want. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask him to change. Yeah. Yep. That's why I wasn't telling you to stop him because you were telling him to do that. So we talk to him a lot and we don't realize we're talking to him. But it's kind of cool when you start getting that self-awareness moment where you're like, oh my God, I really was just doing that. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't stop. So what we're going to do is we're going to help him go both directions now. So we're going to have him standing on that side of the cones with his tail towards the gate. We're going to tell him left or right. I don't care which way you choose. When he comes towards you, you're going to back up. So your backup's going to be a draw, and it's also going to help you remember not to turn your back to the cones. You don't want your back to the cones. You're going to back up away, so that way he can cross in front of you and be redirected.
That was a lot. I probably did
Okay.
So you want him on the other side?
On the other side with his tail facing the gate. So you're going to bump his nose towards your belly button. You're going to look at his tail like a butterfly landed in his tail, but also like you've got water in your ear. So you're going to tip your head. There you go. And then you're going to bump his nose. There you go. There's your yield. Go ahead. Quick. Good. So you can get to the point to where you can set up an entire obstacle course where you can steer him by his tail backing up.
Okay.
So now your water would be in this ear if you wanted. Your water is in the ear. Oh, nope, the other way. Yep. Like you're trying to look around him. Like something landed in his tail, but you're afraid he's going to kick you. So you're just trying to look around him. Nose towards your belly button, not towards your hip. Towards your belly button. Yeah. And then go ahead and ask his tail to yield away. Now, if we flip it up and over, we're not likely to hit his boyhood. There you go. Yeah. Good. There, go boy. And wiggle so he doesn't go forward. So that's what you're there. So that's what your wiggle serves as. It serves as a downward transition, as a backup, a don't go forward, I'm talking to you, kind of those. It's like the most important foundation communication that I have. Good. So choose whichever way you want. Now, if you feel he's struggling, I would choose the way that he's leaning to go. If he was a horse that was very smart, like this little guy's actually really, really smart, I would challenge his intellect and say, no, I think you want to go the other way because I want to make sure he's listening to me and not assuming. In his case, he's a little uncertain about what we're doing. So if he's already leaning this way, I would actually go ahead and allow him.
He's actually better this way, I think.
So, yep. Give him a go cue. Good. Now you're going to back up so he don't turn your back to the cones. He's going to go in front of you. Nope, you turned your back to the cones.
So you mean this way?
Yeah, I said it plural, cones.
And send it through.
Okay, so he's gonna have to come back this way, and then you're gonna back up and invite him to you. And after he comes through, so you're gonna do it up and over, so that way if you hit him from underside, you won't hurt him. Good. It's okay. He thinks he's supposed to go to the cone. Now back straight up. You back straight up. Don't go to the. Yep. Now bring him back in front of you. There you go. Now, yep. And just be slow about explaining it to him, because we don't want to make him feel like he's supposed to know. There you go. And then just help him understand his nose. He's got to follow his nose. So he just got a little off track. That's okay. Just ask him to follow his nose towards me. So you can even give him a little nudge towards me and ask him to follow his nose towards me. That's okay.
Okay, that was lovely.
That's okay. Good.
Wait, and then you go this way.
So, I'm going to give you an X to try to stay on. You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm staying here.
Yes. And he's going to do all the work in front of you. Imagine that this is a big movie screen and you're watching this movie, not a movie that's over there. So you're going to make sure that he's always entertaining you in front of you. Good?
I need to stop clicking when I say
Yes.
that.
Because if he goes forward, I don't feel he's doing anything wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
I would change hands. Yes. Yes. You can guide. Yep. Now you can give him go. Yep. Good. Now, back straight up. Get him to come in front of you. Change hands. Redirect his nose to through the cones. Yep. Be slow about it. He doesn't understand it. Good. Yep. Leave him alone. Good. Invite him back to you. Tell him when he's come far enough. So stand up straight. Say you've come far enough. If he comes any further, you're going to wiggle and make him go back to where you told him. So it's like you drew an imaginary line about don't come across this line. And if he comes any closer, you're just going to, because your stand-up should tell him that's far enough. If he comes any closer, you're going to tell him that that's not right, that he needs to go back. Okay, let's play with Aladdin, and then we'll see what kind of time we have and anybody else that's struggling.
I'm sure he'll be like,
Is he? He seems pretty mellow. Okay, so let's see your backup. How is he misbehaving? You said he's misbehaving. Okay. So, now, the wrong answer, which is still coming when you told him to stop, you can get as loud as you need to. You protect your personal space, get as loud as you need to, until he reverses, and then now go quiet. Say, see, now you show me some respect. So he's just not being respectful. And now if you go quiet, and then you ask him to go back from there, and then now you can start turning your volume back up. Good. Now stop. And the reason I'm having you stop is because he had a lot of come to you, now fix that. Put those 2 feet back, all 3 of those feet back now. Make him go all the way back. Now, so if he made the wrong answer, keep going until those 3 feet move back to where they were. One more, and then you can go quiet. As soon as that other foot moves back, you can go quiet. Turn it up as loud as you have to, because this is all the wrong answers. The wrong answer has to be uncomfortable. That's all evasion right now. So just, don't stop until he does what you asked. Take a step at him like I said. There you go. Now stop. Nice big sigh, lick and chew. Oh, it's good. Okay, now, up, make the foot go back. So, did you do Did you do an imaginary box? Did I have you plan to do an imaginary box? That's going to be your homework, probably the rest of his life. So, you're going to, every time you work with him, you're going to take him out, and you're going to try to add time to your imaginary box. You're going to bring him, put him in an imaginary box, and he is not allowed to come out of that box. This is going to help you establish leadership. It's going to help you establish personal space, and it's going to help him establish some respect. Because he just doesn't have respect, but he's not a jerk. He just doesn't have respect. There's a big difference. He's not mean. He's not trying to hurt you. He just doesn't care about your personal space. Okay, so that's going to be one of the things where, and I would say, like, that's a pretty good, now tell him to put that foot back. Yep, get louder, get as big as you have to, get as big as you have to. He does not need to come into your space. Good, and stop. Good. So that's what you're going to do. And you're going to just build it in increments of time to where you can put him in a spot and he can stay there until you command him to come up. So also the trick is going to be when you're working on that is try to catch the lean. Try to catch the mistake before it's a mistake. Go ahead and flip him in the chest if you have to. Good, now stop. So, what you would do in this case is if he's staying in a box, you would try to interrupt him before he makes the mistake. So he's what I call a creeper. But he's a creeper worse than mine because he's a creeper with commitment. Mine creep like this. He's like, yeah, I'm going to creep with one step and then I'm just coming. Okay, so he commits to that. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to catch him before, like he's thinking about it now, but don't go after him yet. So when you see that energy go into his knee, you're going to try to catch him before, it's like a game. Try to catch him before he picks that knee up, before that knee bends. So that's going to be your game, and you're going to be able to build on it, and then eventually you'll be able to put him in almost like a sit-stay, like a dog, and he'll stay there until you tell him he can leave. When I do release them, I always use the word okay. I give them some kind of stroke, whether it's on their forehead or their neck, and then I walk them away and release them so that they know that their command has been ended. Good job. Okay. So, left or right? Have we tried any of that? Okay. Good boy. Now take all your energy down. Good. Good. Good boy. Okay. See if you can do right. Up, back. So that's where you would throw all that wiggle in there and say, excuse me, there's no forward momentum to this. I'm not even asking you to go forward at all. So see how he moved you? Before long, he'll have you back at the barn. Yep, and then goes quiet. Once he changes the page, you can go quiet and then just say, I'm still telling you to back up, but I'm not yelling at you anymore. So he's coming forward. So he's still getting his way. He's still moving you around. So what's happening is he's saying, okay, I'm going to get you to back up. And let's see, the gate's about 10 feet. So I got to get you to back up a little bit more. And then I'm going to push you this way a little bit. And so he's trying very hard to move you around, and he's quite successful at it. Good. Now stop. Good. Now let's bring him over here. Okay.